Hello, everyone. Welcome to our fourth community call. We do this monthly. Yeah, excited about this ones as well, the March one. And let's do this. Let's start. So I'm Philippe, one of the co-founders and core team members of Talent Protocol, as you know. I'll be leading the call today, and this is the agenda for today. So the first thing is actually sharing some of our growth goals for these for the second season, and also how can you be part of it? How can you be part of season 2? How can you help us achieve these goals, and what rewards are waiting for you if you help us achieve those? And I think this is the kind of the main thing we want to share today. And that's why we're going to start with it. After that, just highlighting some of the new stuff that we've been putting out last month regarding our new season, mostly in terms of branding, visuals, in terms of new content we've been putting out, and also some new merch we'll release as well in the coming months. After that, Francisco will join the call to share the product updates. So what we introduced in March and what are we planning to introduce in April. In the end, Pedro will join us as well to share some other announcements and highlights that we thought you wanted to know. Always, like in previous calls, in the end, we'll share a link to the Pro app. Unlike the last call, I mean, the Pro app now will be only for people watching the call live. This means that you'll have roughly an hour after the call to claim yours. After that, we'll close the claiming website. Lastly, feel free to reach out to us and ask questions on the YouTube chat, on Discord. In the end, we'll be answering all questions, but if your question is makes sense to be answered before, we might interrupt, so feel free to ask questions starting now. And if it's relevant, our Isabella, our community lead, will nudge me to answer the question live. Okay. So let's move forward to the main course of today, and which is sharing our goals and our goals for season 2. So for the upcoming 4 months is to reach 50,000 registered users, and also $1 million dollars, in this case CUSD, in total value locked, meaning $1 million invested in talent. And in order to reach these 2 main goals, and of course, users, we are still invite only. Users are still need an invite, but of course, we rely on you, our community, to kind of invite people that you think makes sense to have us. First goal, getting to 50,000 users by July 10th. So I think 15 weeks from now, 4 months roughly. Now we have around 20,000, a few more kind of subscribers and people in the waitlist, couple thousand more. So we need to more than double the users we have now. And one way you can help us bring the users to the platform, and of course users, we make sense to be people that are either that want to launch a token or want to support talent. So, and the way you can support us is a similar thing to what we have done in the past, which is a referral race, meaning every week we will reward the 3 top people that referred new users with a total of 2,000 talent. Important to note that only active users can participate in this race, basically because only active users have unlimited invites. So, and by active users, we mean people that have supported talent or have launched a token. So people that have actually interacted with the smart contract, either by buying a token or launching a token. People that just registered or just connected the wallet but haven't have no talent tokens in their wallet will only have, I think, 5 invites. So it's very hard for them to win the race if you only have 5 invites to share. So if you're an active user, and there's more than 1,000 of them now, I think 1,500, you'll be able to participate in this. One new thing is that, and compared to previous races, is that now everything is automated, and like you can see on the right side, you'll be able to see a leaderboard on the invite section of your app, so you can track how many people registered with your invite, how many rewards you have won so far. So I think it will be much more interesting to follow and to participate. And this starts next Monday, April 4th. And of course, we'll be updating this weekly and announcing winners and all of that. So this is number 1, referral ways to get to 50K users. Also, we want to reach 500 talent. So 500 people that launch their token. This is just a quick reminder that if you have your own token, means that you can invite other people to launch their token. So if you're a talent, you have one invite for a friend that can also automatically launch their own token without needing to go through the application process we have now. To see or to access your invite code, you just need to go to the invite section in your profile. Another way to reach kind of this goal of finding 500 high potential talent is through partnerships. This month we started 2 new partnerships with the State Style from South Korea and Impact Market. Both of them are recommended very high potential talent to us, and of course they have some benefits from recommending. So you can see, we'll share this presentation later. You will be able to see all the partnership conditions by clicking the link. And also, if you do refer great partners to us, you will also be you can also win rewards up to 1,000 TAL. So the types of partners we're looking for are mainly communities, DAOs, organizations that have a considerable kind of talent pool. So States DAO is mainly trying to onboard people and mostly developers and builders to Web3. So this kind of organizations make great partners for us. Finally, goal number 3, which is reaching the 1 million TVL by July 10 also. And we have a challenge for you, our community, for next month. So we're currently, I think, on just a bit more than 400K TVL, so 420, something like that. If we do reach 600K by the end of April, so before the next community call, which will be in the end of April, we will do a community airdrop. So we will give everyone that was active in April, so everyone that launched a token or supported a talent in April, we'll do an airdrop to all of them. So we'll do an airdrop of 10,000 TAL divided by the number of active users in April. So just as a reminder, the total number of active users is around 1,500, I would say. So it'd be less than that. I would say at least 1,000 TAL for each of you that contributes to a little bit more TVL this month. Just another quick note, which is the price of TAL in the platform, as you know, is way lower than the estimated price for the token launch, which is not defined yet when it will be or what the final price will be, but will be much higher than the 2 cents that it is now. And we will start to increase this price starting in May. So April is the last chance to actually buy talent tokens at this price. After that, we will start increasing the price 1 cent per week until token launch. And yeah, I think this marks, oh no, another thing that I forgot, another way for you to get TAL. So first of all, we wanted to highlight these 5 users, the 5 top supporters on the left side. So Paul Malka, maybe that's how you read it, Rene from Cello, and the other. So these are the 5 users that invested more in talent so far. You can see how many talents they are supporting and how many talent tokens they own. So the top one owns more than the top 3 ones own more than 100,000 talent tokens already in their wallets. And one thing we will start doing is also giving a rewards to the top monthly supporters. So there's still 2 days left in March. So you still have time to do kind of one or more last investments to try to be one of the top 5 supporters in March. And we will reward them with 1,000 additional TAL each. We will keep doing this monthly. So in April, we'll reset the count, and in April, we'll start again. The next community call, we will announce both the March winners and also the April winners. So yeah, I think this marks the end of kind of all the ways that you can earn TAL from now on. I'll do a recap in the end in case you forget. But let's move on to the next topic, which is kind of the new stuff that the cool new stuff we've been putting out. So one of the interesting, or relating to brand, you can see on the top line some of the, maybe my face is on, yeah, on the top line, some of the merch we've been designing. This hasn't been produced yet, but we'll be releasing this in season 2, and we're trying to figure out ways to deliver this to our community in different parts of the world, and to make sure that whoever wants it or deserves it will get it. Just some examples. Also, of course, you see kind of new visuals, kind of a new look and feel. We have a new website and all that. And now just want to give also kind of a shout out to Pedro Pereira, which is kind of not only our product designer that designs the app, but also been helping us designing all this. So props to him for helping us with this. On kind of related to this, but on the content side, we also this month we released a new blog. We basically transitioned from Medium to a self-hosted blog, and yeah, you can see not only is the blog on a new place as a new home, but we have been publishing a lot more. There's new kind of content types, and one that I want to highlight is kind of the talent spotlight series. So basically, we've been interviewing talent in the talent protocol platform and trying to understand their stories, focusing on their background, their wins and failures. So this is a chance for you to get to know the people that you're supporting a bit deeper. And we're publishing 2 to 3 new profiles a week. And maybe you're the next. Besides the talent spotlight, we also released a podcast. So we're also experimenting with new types of content. The podcast, this first season was recorded live. So this were Twitter spaces that we did live, and we selected the most interesting conversations, or the conversations that we thought you think were the most interesting, and we're publishing them once a week. Yeah, so feedback would be great. So we're already thinking about season 2 for the podcast. So any ideas that you have, or for guests or for format, are helpful. So let us know what you think. Also here in this case, I'd like to kind of to give the shout out goes to Sarah, who's leading kind of the talent spotlight, the blog and all the content, and also to Luminita, who's been doing all of the work for the podcast and the Twitter spaces. They've been doing also a great job, both of them. Third topic, and we covered this in the last community call. First, the new kind of community levels. Different people have different levels of commitment, and we've kind of moved forward with this, not as fast as we wanted, but now this is now implemented on Discord. Kind of this new structure of levels is already being implemented on Discord with different channels, and also with the airdrop of the NFTs that it's been going. We think that this organization brings more clarity to all community members to see, to understand what they get when they add value, when they participate, when they contribute, and also gives kind of people rewards people that have been contributing with that role and with benefits in that level. As you know, we'll be kind of the controlling kind of these levels, or know which person is on which level with NFTs. We covered this on last community call and some blog posts as well. That you can, the blog post is linked here. The status of this is that the user and member NFTs have been distributed to everyone automatically, and I'll show you where you can see them. But basically, user NFTs were distributed to more than 100,000 users that register on season 1. And the member NFTs were distributed to all active users that also active users during season 1. So more than 1,000. Like I said, active users, people that support the talent or launch the token. So people that hold the talent token in their wallet. We're already distributing these. I mean, these NFTs are marked with the season, meaning if you register on season 1, you got the season 1 NFT. If you registered after season 2 started, you'll still have a user and member NFT, but the NFT just says season 2. These are non-transferable NFTs, in case you're wondering. So these are kind of reputation access passes. So it doesn't make sense for them to be transferable because they are yours and yours alone. The other types of NFTs, the contributor NFTs, the team NFTs, the investors and the advisors are currently being distributed manually. The contributor NFT, 64 people will get that one, and the team NFTs, which we have a few different ones: investor, advisor, contractor, will be distributed to almost 100 people. If you have, I think this was a topic that we had a lot of questions on Telegram and Discord. If you have questions, feel free to ask, and we'll try to clarify them as much as possible. One of the questions people had is, where can I see these NFTs? So the utility of these NFTs, like I said, is accessing these different levels on Discord, and in the future you'll have more perks by being in the specific level. For example, the level 2 will have soon kind of the possibility of asking kind of profile reviews. So we'll have someone to help you kind of improve your profile, kind of mentoring, other stuff like that will be available for people on those levels. But one of the questions was, where can I see this NFT? Because this NFT is of course in the Cello blockchain. And one easy way to see it is on the Talent Protocol app. If you go to portfolio and then to the NFTs tab, you'll see which NFTs you do have. These are actually my own. As you can see, I have the user one and the member one. You cannot see that, but it says season 1 also. And I'll receive the missing ones this week, kind of the core team ones. Also, we kind of changed this today. As you can see on Discord, we're already kind of grouping channels by level. So for example, support channels make sense for level 1, so makes sense only for users of the platform. Of course, these are the public channels available to anyone. And then you'll have the members channels, the contributors channels, team, core team, etc. We haven't implemented yet the token gating. That will be done with a bot, but this will come soon. So I will now pass it on to Francisco. Francisco, are you there, Francisco?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Do you have your, yeah, here he is. So yeah, Francisco will update you on kind of what's been going on with the product team and the development team. And then, yeah, I'll see you in the end again.
Thanks, Flip. So I'm Francisco. I'm the CPO here at Talent Protocol. Just to give you a quick update on what we've been up to and what we'll be working on during the next month. I just wanted to start by saying that we are currently running office hours, which we will be rebranding very soon, because office hours, I don't think it actually represents. So if you have cool name ideas, do let me know. We're thinking something like Product Bonfire or something similar, but essentially it's just a couple minutes for us to hang out. You're able to ask any questions you have. I'll be doing updates more recurrently, so every week I'll be giving some updates on what we've been doing. So feel free to pop in. This will be available for anyone that is a member on Discord going forward. All right, can you go to the next slide, please? Thank you. So in terms of this past month, there were a few things that were released. So we had the public and supporter profiles. So originally the beta was completely closed in the sense that if you didn't have an account, you weren't able to see any of the profiles that we have. But now we've made some changes so that we have public profiles. So now you are able to share your profile with anyone. They will be able to see your information. What they won't be able to do is have access to your token. For that, they will still need to have an account. One of the things that we want to do going forward is for supporters and talents, for the difference between these two users of our platform to be smaller and smaller. So we essentially want everyone to be a talent, and the only difference is at which point does a user launch their token. And so supporter profiles is already one step in that direction. Other than that, we also did some updates to our notifications and the messaging system that were requested by the community. We've also been working on some security and tech updates. We have partnered up with Whiteshare, and we'll be doing some content specific with them about this. They did an audit essentially of our tech, smart contracts and web, and we've been working on them on identifying possible security issues to make sure that the platform is secure. We also added the NFTs portfolio section that you also saw, and we're actually releasing some more token details this week so that you're able to see since when someone is supporting you, when was the last time that person bought more tokens, just to give more context to the whole supporter-talent relationship. Coming up next, a few things that we're working on. So this has been a work that we've been working on for a while, which is on-chain perks as NFTs. This is something that we really want to nail down and want to make sure it's super polished before we release. The invite leaderboards that Philippe already mentioned, which we will be releasing for the coming races. Quests, so essentially these are complete tasks and earn TAL. So for instance, here, one of the more introductory tasks would be to just start supporting someone, which would unlock supporter invites. And here this image is incorrect. It's not the ambassador NFT, but it's the member NFT. As Philippe mentioned, when you support someone, you will get access to the member NFT. And so this is essentially to make that process more clear and just for you to see what you can do in the platform. We'll also release a feature for talent to be able to send an update to all their supporters. We're adding a personalized sign-up screen, so we want the whole experience of someone coming into Talent Protocol to be more personalized. And the big one, so after the last community call, we settled on Polygon as the next chain for us to move into. And so we are now working on the first stage of this Polygon integration, which will be us essentially allowing a talent to create his token on Polygon instead of Cello, for example. And there will be a lot more things coming. These are just a few that we wanted to highlight. And now I'll hand it over to Pedro for him to give some announcements and reminders.
Okay, thank you, Francisco, for your presentation. Yeah, so it's great to be here. I see a massive progress from this community call to the previous one in terms of attendance. Yeah, maybe it was the POAPs, I don't know. But yeah, next slide, please. I just want to share with you some things, that are relevant for the community. So I actually, actually, can you just refresh this slide, because I added one thing, please. Yeah, there we go. Great. Okay, so just taking the last thing that Francisco said in his slide. So after being on Cello, and we've always been very transparent about our multi-chain strategy. So after hearing the community out, we decided to go live on Polygon. This should happen in April. We're having obviously we love the Cello community, Cello Foundation. We've been amazing to work with them, and now we're starting to work with Polygon Studios. When we decide to launch on the chain, there's like something that we check with their teams, this vibe check, so, and we felt this with Cello, and now we're feeling this with Polygon Studios, which is the team behind Polygon. So yeah, after Cello, we're going on Polygon. There's a lot of push from some members in the community for Terra as well. Maybe it's the next one, I don't know. I'm feeling a bit of a push there, and also Harmony and a few others, but yeah, no, look, we're going to be multi-chain, so we're not going to launch in every chain possible. That doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to go on the communities where we feel like a vibe check and a vibe pool. So having said that, a very important reminder. So we're planning to launch TAL in July. We started talking with some launch pads. We're in very good relationships with CoinList and a few others. But I don't want to create false expectations. We are a long run project. We're in this for the long term. So if needed be, we'll delay the token launch. We'll delay it for what's the best of the community. We're planning for July, but let's see what happens. These things don't depend entirely on us, because we have to coordinate with the launchpad, and there's a lot of legal stuff to deal with. So it's not confirmed. I just want to manage everyone's expectations on this one. One big news is that after April, we're going to start increasing the price of TAL on TAL protocols to 1 cent per week. So the sooner you invest, the better it is, obviously. And then 3 more things. We did some donations. Our mission is supporting talent anywhere. And we decided to partner up. We already did with Impact Market, and a lot of people on their team launched their tokens. We decided to take it a step further, and we decided to donate 5K for their mission, which we love as well. And we're also going to be in real life on Cello Connect in Barcelona next week. So both me and Philippe, so hit me up if you're in town. This goes from the 1st of April to the 5th. And the rest of the team is going to be in Porto on the 5th of April, and there's going to be a community get together there. So if you are in Portugal, in the north of Portugal, do come by. Next slide, please. One thing that I wanted to highlight, that it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, the way that this appeared. It really blows my mind, like how fast this went from ideas. So props for Philippe, kudos to you for coming up with this idea. It's essentially we're bringing together 6 brilliant minds, from designers to developers, young talent, to fly over to Barcelona and be part of the Cello Connect conference, and also the hackathons, and live together on an Airbnb flat for like 4 or 5 days. We couldn't have done this without the support of Ariswap, Cello Foundation, Fly Wallet, NumSpace, and obviously Talent Protocol is leading the Talent House. but we couldn't have done it with this co-sponsors or sponsors. So yeah, I just wanted to give a heads up. We're going to try different things that are going to help us with growth, and they're completely integrated in our mission and the way we envision a world for talent. I just want to say that we had over 70 applications for this in a record time, and I cannot stress this enough. This was like from idea to execution, it took less than 2 weeks. Next slide, please. So yeah, next slide. I already mentioned this one. Yeah, you clicked on the slide. Okay, the next slide, and I think you clicked on the slide and it took us there. I just want to give a shout out to Isabella. So Isabella is our community manager, community lead, and she's helping us grow, like and make sure that you guys are engaged with each other. And she was on Ethereum Rio or ETH Rio, and she was bringing our successes collective more in there. So hopefully we'll have a lot more South American talent joining Talent Protocol. Next slide, please. All right, so rewards recap. I'm gonna hand this over to Philippe. We have a lot of rewards to distribute to the community. This second season is kind of like your last chance to be like an early backer of Talent Protocol. So if you believe in our mission, our vision, listen good to what Philippe is going to tell you next. So Philippe, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm back. I mean, this is nothing new, just kind of a recap of what we said in the beginning. Maybe you didn't see the beginning of the call, just kind of the reminder of what we think is the most important message of this call. These are the 6 different ways you have in the next month to earn additional TAL on top of the rewards you already get from investing in talent. So the first, Referral Race. We will reward weekly the 3 people that invite more users to the platform. You need to be an active user to participate in this. Secondly, we'll also reward the top supporters every month. So the 5 that invested more in talent will also get additional rewards. If we collectively reach 600K TVL before the next community call and the end of April, everyone that contributed will share a big TAL airdrop. And yeah, number 4 is, as you can see, the same as number 2, but you still have a time to earn this for March, and then you can participate for April as well. And then you have talent invites and partner referrals. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. Finally, I bet this is what you were waiting for. This is the link to claim the PO app, and also we'll be opening up for Q&A. I have, I think, 3 or 4 questions already to answer. Feel free to claim the PO app at the same time. So I think the first one was from Natalia. She was asking how much time it takes usually to go from the waitlist to launching a token. So as you know, our application process currently is you apply, application gets reviewed, eventually you get an invite to launch your token. Answering your question, how much time? There's no amount of time fixed, meaning that we are rolling out invites gradually, and basically depending on your application, you'll get kind of a ranking or a priority. And some people might apply today and launch a token tomorrow because they have, we feel that they are the kind of talent that the community is looking to support. Other people might wait longer. This is not the perfect process. We know this process doesn't make sense to be centralized in us and us making this decisions. So what we're trying to deliver as quickly as possible. It's kind of a decentralized way of applying. Basically, the community itself voting on who should launch the token, not us deciding. So yeah, just wait a bit more patiently. Hopefully, the new application process will be live soon. And reach out to us if you feel like you've been waiting for too long. We can reevaluate your application. So that was Natalia's question. Second question is from Fedor, which asks, how can I become a contributor being a supporter only? To be a contributor, there's no defined process now. It's basically just people that add value on regular basis. So I think the best way is to be active on Discord, ask any of the team members, how can you help? Or if you have a special skill, just propose to help. So most contributors so far have been people that proactively suggested doing something or proactively did something. And then I gave them the contributor role because they've done that more than once. So just be proactive. I think that's the best advice, or ask, how can you help?
Sorry, Flip, for coming in. I think the website isn't working. I think it's the same issue as last time. It's not our fault. I suggest we do the same we did before with a small type form that is going to be the same thing, allowed for 1 hour, email and address. Maybe just collect the address, the token address. What do you think?
We have a backup type form. Awesome. Ready. I'll share that in a sec. We'll share this on Discord and also on here on the YouTube chat, and we can update it here as well. So give us 1 minute for that. I was going to the third question, which is from Benoit, I think. Just like you said, an amateur question. Why is ETH not the default network for Talent Protocol? It's of course a great question. Of course, Ethereum is the biggest network with the most people and the biggest ecosystem. The thing is, as a lot of you know, the gas fees that you pay on Ethereum are super high, especially for platform like ours that requires a lot of transactions. You want to buy some of my tokens, you want to invest in a lot of people, you probably want to invest a bit every month, and you will be almost paying more in fees that you will actually be paying or investing in talent. So yeah, that's the reason for not being in Ethereum. Having said that, I mean, we're in Cello, we will launch on Polygon, which are both EVM, so EVM compatible, so compatible with Ethereum, so you can use an Ethereum address to this. We are sharing, I think, the Typeform link in the chat, but I will add them here as well, just to make sure you get it. Give me a second. Here it is. Here we go. So let me see more. Okay. No, Benoit was referring to marketing assets we can use when we share and invite contacts to join on our social. Marketing assets, yes, that's a very good question. I think one thing that improves, so basically the question is, how can I, as a talent out that I launch a token, how can I have kind of templates and materials to invite my network, my friends to join Talent Protocol? That's a great question. It's something that we haven't been helping you guys a lot with. One thing that I think one key thing we did to help this is, of course, transforming the profiles, making the profiles public. This means you can actually share now your profile with anyone and they can see your profiles. I think what you're suggesting is a great idea. We'll try to deliver that as soon as possible. So templates, maybe using Figma or Canva, something that you can edit and use yourself to promote your token. I'll take note of that and we'll try to implement that as fast as possible. That's it. I think I answered most of kind of the most timely questions so far. I think some of the other questions are already answered on the chat. If you couldn't access the first POAP link, just leave your email on this type form. We will close the type form at 7 p.m. Lisbon time, so in an hour and 15 minutes. So make sure to leave your email until then, and then you will make sure you get the POAP. Yeah, so so our time, 45 minutes. We don't want to make this long, but we also always have a lot to say. But I hope you kind of enjoyed the news, and especially the challenges you have for you and the new ways to earn TAL. And as always, feel free to reach out on Discord at any day, anytime, and we'll gladly chat and help you in whatever you need. And yeah, thank you for participating. Thank you for listening. Thank you for helping us kind of deliver and achieve this future where talent success is collective. I'll see you on Discord and here on YouTube in 30 days, roughly. So bye-bye. Let's do this.